it is you want to win. Okay, so here we are. Girl State joining me once again. Whew, we got a draft kind of starting here and already well developed, in fact. So, what were the initial bans? It was Behemoth, Wild Soul, Parasite, Tremble coming out. Warbeast into Midas, Magnus into Ophelia, Prophet into Aluna, and then we see the Chronos again. So Sync has really been liking this Chronos style hero here lately.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if I like it for this game, though. Just for the fact that, Prophet's ulti, it's not a far range in terms of how far you can throw it. And if Chronos puts it in the wrong spot, his ulti, that whole use of Prophet could just, not be there. So they have to be a little bit careful about that.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's a good point, actually, with the synergy there. So, but yeah, they like the Chronos. We saw them run it earlier. What was that, against Evil Corporation, right? Where, yeah, they split that series against them. They defeated the Clanks of Evil Corporation, which is not an easy task. So that's
Never has been.
No, not at all. Now Complexity have to figure out how they want to deal with that. Midas, Ophelia, and Aluna again already what they have here. So Chronos seems like kind of one of those with the Chronos. Like, is there a way to be like, oh, we're going against Chronos, we should pick up this hero now? Like, is there an rally? I guess.
Yeah, but I don't think it's one of those things. I think it's just like, well, we know there's a Chronos. We know you're gonna, have to deal with the random rewinds. So just be ready for that. Don't overcommit for a kill if he's just rewinding nonstop. Mm-hmm. I think it's just more of a mentality over what heroes you actually have. But this game, I was really thinking about it, and I'd like to see Complexity maybe take like a Gemini or something this game. Because the way Formless builds it, he builds it the hero. He doesn't build the wolf. So he'll go like Abyssal into like a Frostburn. He'll do stuff like that. And it could actually do pretty well this game, but I don't see them running it because I think they will fear the Magnus Chronos. So it would be kind of nice to see, but I don't think it'll happen.
Yeah, Gemini doesn't seem like someone that we have seen in a little bit here from Formless and Complexity, but it's one that in the beginning definitely was popular in what he was known for. So
yeah. So there's always that possibility, and I mean TDL, Dark Lady's still on the board. There's still a lot of good heroes on the board, so we'll just have to see what they end up going with.
Yeah. Witchslayer's been right-click this whole time. They have plenty of time to think about it, but that's a little different. Hellbringer coming out.
That is a strong hero.
Yeah.
That hero definitely has a lot of potential to start a lot of big fights, especially for a Chronos, to help Chronos get a big Chronosphere off, and with a Magnus, just be able to get a big ulti off.
Yeah, the Wombo combo is pretty ridiculous here on the Legion side with the Hellbringer now to top it all off. So they got that potential, and then Warbeast is kind of that there to assist with individual targets, something he's fantastic at. So that's something that's concerning for Complexity, I'm sure, and kind of how they're going to have to deal with it. As you said, just simply kind of playing around it.
Oh, well, I didn't actually think he'd draft that for himself 2 games in a row. Kind of why I didn't mention it. I just didn't think he'd want to play it again. But I mean, if it's the win, then you might as well play what you know. So it's a good pick.
Yeah, I mean, Dark Lady seems like a fun hero to play too. I don't know.
At times it is, but there's times where you get manned up on, and it's just not fun to play it that way. But if you do get the farm, yeah, it is very fun.
So they do go it again, and again, just coming off that 80-minute match against Bad Monkey Gaming that came down to a base race, Mega Creeps versus almost Mega Creeps. I mean, it was crazy stuff, but in the end, Complexity won it. And again, I don't want to keep going over the standings because I know, really just want to see the match here. But the fun, I was also thinking about that too. If Complexity lost that game, I mean, how different things would be right now? Because that would also mean Complexity would have only had 9 points right now, and they would have been
forced to 2-0 this one.
Exactly. They would have had to 2-0 this one even for a chance to make top 4. So that one game right there was so crucial for these teams here. So.
And especially now, even looking at it, even if they go 1-1 here, it doesn't even guarantee it. So
exactly.
They need to look to really go 2-0 here, and this will be good to see how Sync does against Complexity. Complexity been the team, together for a long time, only a minimal roster change. Mm-hmm. So this will be a good test for Sync to see how they do against them.
Absolutely. Okay, so here we are. Again, the playoffs start next weekend here. So. Wow, talk about collusion,
there you
man.
Go.
Mr. Formless trying to make deals in chat in the public eye. I don't know if that's the smartest thing to be doing. Oh boy, it's even getting worse. Here comes the money talk.
Hold on.
Well, let me switch screens for these guys real quickly. We're gonna wait to see what happens. No. All right, obviously they're joking around. 2 burritos.
That was my shot if his laughed. I told Formless to say
The
that.
sand wraith.
Yeah, he happened to queue into 4 of us on a USTMM one night, and he played Sandwraith, and he was just missing every CS in lane with nobody there. So he ended up scrapping the whole idea. So we just laugh at him for it all the time now.
Yeah. Let's look at the other series real quickly. Got Probusk here. Yeah, so they're in game 2 again. This one's crucial as well, sure enough. Fresh, they need to win this, and if they win this, then if actually, God, yeah, I'm gonna stop even trying to think about it. Okay, so if they win this, then that's
The standings
good.
are that close at this
Yeah.
point. It's just hard to tell, which is good. It's always nice to see when something's close and there's not like a guaranteed set thing to happen.
So no matter what happens now, because Mystery Gang lost the first game, they're no matter what bottom 2. So it will be Mystery Gang and Regent Gaming as the 2 teams. They're going to be playing against Nightmare Knight and Go Chaos Masters we talked about. And actually, they're in their game 3, it looks like, of that series.
Oh, wow.
To determine who will be first and who will be second seed. The first seed gets to play Reason Gaming, and the second seed will be playing Mystery Gang. And honestly, I think you want to get first there, because nothing against Reason, but they looked pretty sloppy here this cycle. And
Yeah,
again, they're going through those roster changes.
Yeah, they haven't shown very much, so we'll have to see.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go, though. Game 1 officially kicking off of this series here. Change the overlay. There we go. Let's see the game now. Okay. So, again, important stuff here on the line. You got Haxron again playing the Chronos. We saw that earlier today, something that they've been doing recently here. Continuing that trend. Curious to see how he builds this time around as well. The Hellbringer, though, and okay, Zibe's playing it here. Interesting. Gets his hands on it.
Mm.
Now Sarah's on the Magnus Suicide. Huh.
It's interesting. Okay. Well, I think I'm assuming. Well, okay, Zlap's she's just sitting there for to pull the lane. So yeah, I guess the bitch is gonna mid with the Hellbringer. Alrighty then.
It's not that that's surprising. Like the hero's fine, of course.
Well,
It's just
but I
who's
mean,
playing
like
it, yeah.
Hellbringer. I'm not sure how Hellbringer 1v1 against Midas is gonna go. It's not really a match. It's not like a really obvious matchup. I think both heroes can win that matchup. So mid should be pretty good this game.
Hellbringer, when it comes to harassment, Hellbringer is definitely difficult to deal with. The demonic wave is strong ability, so.
And then same with Midas. When he gets level 4, it's that same thing where they can both, as soon as they hit, a couple, level 4, they both do a lot of damage.
I'm gonna say this is gonna be an even creep score by about 3 minutes or so. This is gonna be very even here.
That's how it should look. I mean, maybe Midas with maybe an extra deny or 2, but it shouldn't be it shouldn't be anywhere near 5 CS plus of a big difference.
Mm-hmm. But obviously, that can all be supposed to be determined by ganks and everything else. You see, that was a nice attempt there, yeah. Trying to pull the Hellhound creep wave to the Magnus, but he only got the 1 in the end.
Yeah, and that's Formless can just keep the wave here now and just farm it like normal now because he only got 1 creep out of that, so that does kind of suck for him, but.
Now, the other side of it, though, he is able to block his own creep wave at least a little bit still.
That's true, yeah. Does get a little bit out of it. Oh, well, the 1 creep.
And then they taunt each other. And Masera's wasting time, no typing and taunting. Oh, by the way, Masera, you still got to get into your lane. There you go.
Yeah, now he's got to run over there and hope he doesn't die. Because they do have an Ophelia, so there actually is a pretty good kill potential here once Dark Lady gets level 3.
Yeah. Lodestone?
Lodestone, yeah.
Good pressure there. Looks like, did he go, yeah, he went Persecution first here on the Prophet. I know we mentioned that the last time we saw the Prophet, how it seems like that's the way to go. It's just a strong ability for level 1 especially. So has that to harass the Lodestone here early.
Definitely. His Glowstone does get lane control, so he'll be fine. He'll start getting some, the couple CK he can get. And should get level 3 just off this wave, so that's pretty good. And look for Ophelia to make some pretty early rotations, either mid or top, wherever he wants to go, wherever he thinks is going to work.
what you got on the Ophelia? Yeah, you mentioned that. When you think of junglers, as popular as Ophelia is, what you got's not known for playing it as much. You know, the Parasite, the Tempest, sure, but even like Lord Zalforus, the Warbeast, the Legionnaire, even. But yeah, Ophelia's not one of his, but you were mentioning, I guess he's maybe been playing it a little more lately.
Yeah, he put in a lot of effort to learn how to play that hero, and no, Magnus is going to be fine. He's just out, but yeah, he's putting a lot of effort to learning that hero and understanding what he has to do at what times, and now he's pretty good on it. He's confident on it.
See what kind of impact he has here for a very important series overall of complexity. Got middle lane. There's that harassment with a demonic wave here from Hellbringer. Midas going to be level 4 though after these creeps fall, I'm sure.
Yeah, and that's will be when this lane starts, becoming a little bit more even.
Well, maybe not. I guess it's denying a little too well here.
Yeah.
4 or 7 denies actually. Yeah, that's pretty strong for Hellbringer.
Yeah, I guess he's probably started spamming the demonic wave really early, and it's just early harassment. Became a big problem.
Man, I mean, I know I guess I was wrong. 18-7 Hellbringer. You got an 8-1 Midas currently.
Yeah, that's kind of odd. I did think this match would be a little bit more even, but it looks like Zibe's doing a great job in the mid lane. I should expect a roam over here from what you got. He does have a Skeleton King, and Midas is level 4, and they need to make a rotation on this because Hellbringer's doing a little bit too well. He's already got Boots Bottle.
Boxing him out right there. There's that bottle coming to Midas, but yeah, he's really starting to play from behind now. So yeah, it goes back even more. This Ophelia definitely needs to assist. He no longer has a Skeleton King. Goes back to a Vagabond leader. So it doesn't seem like what you got, or I don't know if that's Midas's call or what you got. Just figures he's better off farming here. But I mean, Hellbringer is a pretty vulnerable hero when you think about it. So not ganking him could backfire.
Definitely.
And he's going to be level 6 in the near future, too, which, of course, is deadly.
So already halfway there. A little over halfway. And they need to use this Ophelia somewhere. They need to get a gank somewhere.
How's he farming at least? Only about 200 gold per minute currently, but... Gonna lose this Vagabond leader here, but yeah, so keeping an eye on that. As far as the Legion side goes... and their junglers, lapped, of course, on the Warbeast, 270 gold per minute. He's off to a pretty solid start, as you would expect. I don't know if he had any camps blocked necessarily. I don't think he did.
I don't think so either.
He was good. So.
Well, this is where what you got would want a Vulture Lord, but I don't think he was lucky enough to get one. So I'll have to try to do it with a Vagabond leader.
Magnus, no creep kills yet. Only level 3. Dark Liddy. Obviously looking good. 400 GPM, so formless. Doing his job here, and yeah, you look at the GPM charts, he's way up there. But it drops off a bit, and a lot of that goes back to Midas again, his struggles in middle.
Yeah, and it's Warbeast also being pretty far ahead of Ophelia. I don't know if Ophelia tried to make a gank after or not, but Zlap is already level 6 on Warbeast, and that's incredibly fast. That could have just been good camp spawns or whatever it might be, but he's farming really well right now.
Here comes the Veiled Rock gank. Magnus.
A lot of heroes.
Nope.
Okay.
Coming up short. Trying to be useful, though. Of course, not having a good time top lane, so make a play elsewhere.
Heal our allies.
Huh. Yeah, a little surprised again. What you got? I mean, there's no vision here even. I don't think there really has been in the middle of the map necessarily. So, what you got? Definitely missing on opportunity, it feels like.
Yeah, I feel like he could have made at least one play mid already. He did have a Skeleton King early. Well, now he's going to have 2 creeps this time, so now he's going to get that Vulture Lord that he doesn't need anymore.
Figure.
Yeah. So now he's gonna have to keep farming with it, and hopefully gets the skeleton or something, can make a rotation on mid. It looks like Fuzzy Sloth will catch up here a little bit because Hellbringer did leave the lane.
Yeah, give him that regen room, but that's kind of the problem though, because sure he gets 2 creeps now, but now Hellbringer's level 6 and level 7 even, or no, he's level 6 still, but he's got Malphus, and so if you try to gank him, he gets that down, and you actually need to be careful not to get turned on. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Lodestone. A lot of pressure, but Haxorin taking a lot of tower damage. Has to get the hell on out of there.
He could still die here to the Fuzzy Sloth. Yep, he goes down. That was a good decision.
And this is Bloodlust kill still. Well, it's not
Yeah,
gonna happen.
okay. Oof, that was close. Yeah, if he would have ran any closer to Fuzzy Sloth, that could have been a kill.
Meanwhile, Fuzzy taking some more harassment from Hellbringer right there. But still no Bloodlust at about 7 minutes in right now. But yeah, they really dove for this low stun. I mean, he must have got a rocket drill off in time when they weren't expecting it or something. But yeah, diving between the two towers like that, that's really risky.
Yeah, they needed some TPs on that, and they're going to see this mag... Ooh, I don't... They did see the Magnus, okay.
That's a real one? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's real. I think they can kill him. Oh, no power throw. Oh!
But he's still in trouble. He's got the steam bath. Okay,
I was going to say, it might have been better just for Love to just throw out the power throw instead, because I think it would have killed anyways. I think the stun would have lasted long enough on Midas to kill, but... You know, this game reminds me of the Dark Lady game we saw yesterday when, you know, Formless was 500 GPM without any kills and just perfectly farming, so...
Yep.
This could be another one of those games where he has that really fast rune deck.
Not surprising to see with Dark Lady, but definitely capability of being somewhat of a drawn-out game here, too. The feel of this, again, 8 minutes in, still no Bloodlust kill for either side. That's definitely not due to lack of effort, though. There have been some attempts from either side. Coming up short, but yeah, tower kill. And again, Haxrin, he's nearly 380 gold per minute now. Has about 1,400 gold saved up. I think he's... Again, he went the Energizer earlier first, but this game feels like more of a straight into the Thunderclaw kind of game.
Yeah, definitely. He should look to go that first, especially with Dark Lady getting... They should see that he has a Sustainer already and that he's doing really well, so they do need to start getting their farm on Chronos as fast as they can, get him some items going, and get him into the jungle. The problem is they do have a War Beast, though, and they also want War Beast in the jungle.
Yeah.
So, I guess they're just going to make a decision on what they want to do. Who wants the jungle more? Who needs the jungle more?
Tower, it's going to fall here, secondary tower. That's even more of a boost on farm for the Legion side. He got Midas kind of nearby, but wouldn't dare defend it by himself with how many numbers are there. So that's an early secondary tower here for the Legion side. I mean, War Beast, of course, helps with that. You can argue Profit decent for that as well. With that Invigorate, it's a decent pushing tool. But still, pretty scary to already be down a secondary tower this early on in the game. Dark Lady, this could be interesting. Magnus is kind of nearby. Okay, she's not going to stick around, though.
Yeah, it's probably safe for this last hit and get out of here. Should be okay. Yeah.
There you go. And takes it. So, but yeah, her farm continues to be very impressive here. 480 gold per minute. Needing to get that farm on Midas, though.
I just thought about it, why Hellbringer had such a good time made. They do have the War Cry on War Beast, and that, you know, that extra 11 damage does make a pretty big difference in the early laning phase, so just did realize that. That's probably why it was so skewed.
Yeah.
But they should start getting back closer to each other soon.
Yeah, at this level of play, you would like to believe that, and in this case, definitely this case, Fuzzy Sloth versus Zebe, two fantastic players.
Yeah, definitely.
You could say it's probably just more on the heroes, and yeah, in that case, the battle cry here gave the edge to Hellbringer.
Especially when it's two heroes or two players like that are pretty evenly matched. You know, it's definitely something with heroes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hellbringer, again, he hasn't used the Malphus yet. Hasn't really had an opportunity. Meanwhile, Luna, but no, the Ophelia's touch. Oh, Kronos got the bash, but he turned around instead, and he's not looking back. You know,
he does have mana. He does have mana to get up.
Does have a timely rewind. Oh, it's not enough. Down goes Kronos in the end. The hasted Midas able to catch up to him.
Very well played to make that rotation by the Midas to just walk over there and get that kill. That was big.
Yeah. That would have been big.
Dark Lady is only one cleaver off, or one broadsword off from his cleaver, and that just did slow down Haxorn's Thunderclaw a pretty decent amount.
You know, the funny thing about that, though, too, not funny for Haxorn necessarily, but in hindsight there, he would have been better off committing for the kill on Luna since he died anyways, of course.
Yeah, definitely. At that point, he committed so much to it. He committed his ult, he committed his leap. He really should have just tried to get the kill. He should have expected that, oh, there's a hasted Midas running at me.
Yeah.
Because I think that, yeah, they did see it. They had a ward down there, so. Oh. Yeah, they did still have a ward over there, okay.
Yep. Yeah, no, he definitely could have, at least somebody could have communicated that at the very least, but he did turn around and he just happened to get that bash proc too. Remember now, it is percentage based instead, unlike before where it was the charge system, so. Yeah.
Oh, this could be a kill on Magnus here. Oh! Yep, he's going to get it.
Top lane, yes, he does. And that puts him that much closer to the Rune Cleaver. Just needs 600 gold now for his second broadsword.
Yeah, I mean, that's really good timing for the Rune Dax. And he'll start, because Ophelia doesn't need to be in the jungle anymore, much like, the Legion team where they still need Warbeast in the jungle when he gets his Thunderclaw. So that'll really just be Dark Lady's jungle, and you're going to see Dark Lady start skyrocketing.
Lodestone down here, going to send some illusions out to scout with him, see what's going on. You look at Zlap, by the way. It seems like he might be going puzzle blocks, actually.
Ooh, that is an interesting decision. It's definitely a good item this game, so I would like to see how that ends up working out. I don't know if not going the regular Warbeast, normal build would have been better or worse, but I think at least this game the puzzle box could be decent.
Yeah, he's Zlap definitely likes the idea of puzzle box. Obviously plays plenty of Parasite. And comfortable with that item, so. And they do have Kronos as, of course, as their right-clicking carry, so.
Definitely, you're allowed to give Zlap permission for whatever he wants to do.
Yeah,
I think he's earned that credit.
He definitely has. Yeah, I think Zlap just kind of, as much as he also enjoyed his success with the former Sync team. Well, granted, they never won the LAN. That's the unfortunate thing. But we won't talk about that.
We'll just say that they enjoyed winning all the cycles.
Yeah, they enjoyed all the online wins that they had. No, but but part of me also believes that he actually likes this opportunity that he's got here to kind of lead a new team, to kind of be the captain of the team, and even before with the previous team that he was even playing the carry role, which was really interesting. But he is back to his roots here of the jungle. He's just so good at it, of course. But something tells me he's liking this chance here.
Yeah, I think so
fresh.
Too. I definitely think he's also playing with players that he's become friends with over the years, and I think that's a big thing when you're playing. Ooh,
this is huge. Great catch there in a Dark Lady. About the feeling touch the stun, and Dark Lady's going to actually escape. Oscar may fall, but he did his job and helping to save his teammate and going for the turn. And oh my gosh, he too is going to get away.
Oh,
oh man,
so well played. He did end up. I think they only lost a couple inches there.
What's Kronos doing?
And now Kronos is. Oh.
Man, that decision to stick around there.
Yeah, that was a little sloppy there by Haxer, and should have realized that, hey, there was 3 heroes here. Or at least 2. He definitely saw at least 2. I don't know if he saw the third, but whatever it was, that was not a good decision to say there. And that was a big save by what you got. And proving that Ophelia is a good hero for him.
Complexity playing on point, man. They obviously a lot of momentum off of that last game, the last series even, and had some impressive teamwork plays, and continuing that here. It's a reason why first 2 out of the 3 cycles they are the champions. Of course, this most recent one even. So,
yeah, and they definitely want to keep that going.
That's the plan, at least. I'm
assuming they did realize that, hey, we kind of need to win this game. It's pretty important. So
yeah,
let's make sure we get 2 points here. We don't want to risk, whatever the kills might be. I think someone said that Fresh had like 1 more kill than Complexity did or something. So if that ends up being the actual decision between who goes or not, that would be pretty brutal.
That's going to be brutal for sure if that's the case.
So
but
if I think it was Millifu or something that told me that he did the math or something and looked at it. So if that's the case, that would be very sad. So better they just win both these games, and then Sync and Complexity can go.
Hey, they control their own destiny. That's what matters, and having the control in the end is the important thing. So they go 2-0 again. That is secured.
Yeah, and for at least the Sync side, Haxer just needs to stop dying. He needs to just start farming. The problem is, like he said, there's a Warbeast still in the jungle. He can't go in there, and it's kind of almost wasting this Thunderclaw in a way. He's just kind of sitting in this lane. He's still really vulnerable here, so he does need to be careful.
Warbeast top farm on his team. That puzzle box, it's coming. Going pretty quickly, actually, at this rate. And again, this isn't like a Parasite puzzle box build. We see Parasites can get puzzle box around like 8 minutes or so. Pretty good time, but that's usually maybe red boots in a puzzle box. And he's got Steve boots, he's got the Abyssal Skull, and now he's getting the puzzle box. So it's overall going to be pretty good timing here.
Yeah, definitely.
As top
just a matter of what he's going to go do with it.
Elphys, it comes out. Dark Lady, cover of darkness, trying to escape. Hit Kronos. Kronos almost missed, actually. because of it, he is going to die right there. That would have been something. The cover of darkness kind of screwing him up there. But it does hit.
And that was a lot huge, though, for just the Dark Lady, which it definitely was worth it at this point. But Complexity might look to try to force something here because, you know, they're down 3 ultis on that Legion team.
You see the Legion team, though, they're going to push for the time being because Dark Lady dead.
That is, they should be okay. I don't think. Well, maybe Hellborn does want to defend this. They do have Lodestone PK. He just got enough for it, so they could look to fight this.
Can he TP in, though? No, he can't.
No, yeah, he TP'd to tier 2.
Oh, did he? Okay. Yeah, so
he popped the Veiled out right now, too.
Ooh, Sync. Sync doesn't like it. They're going to fall back. That was a good heads up from them. Whatever gave it away, but that would have been bad, I think, if they did stick around. Because, yeah, with them not having their ultimates, a Shadow Storm, PK, Lodestone ready to go, that could have been pretty big here. So they fall back. I think Dark Lady was just coming up, so maybe if that was the kind of the cue there. Conqueror, though, it's going to be attempted, and there's no vision, actually, from Sync here.
Love did go ahead and counter everything around them, so... And they're going to have complete vision of if they did even try to come, so this should be a free Conqueror for them.
Token, of course, going to go to Dark Lady here. You see Sync, they might know something's up now. They're heading over.
Zlot might send a Wolf over there, which would be the right decision. They don't want to just run in there by themselves. Okay, they see the Wolf. Yeah.
Definitely know, though. Now, who's not here? That's Magnus. Magnus is not here.
He does have a portal key, though. They need to get it. If they want to get it, they need to get it and get out right now. And they just did get it. I don't think Sync's going to want to fight this now.
Don't fight now. This is the worst timing. They catch Warbeast, though. He gets ulti. Chronos field goes up. Oh, Dark Lady went into it. That's a big start here for Sync now. Prophet's ulti's down. Midas is going to fall. Dark Lady will melt right here. Big eruption comes out from Magnus. Dark Lady loses the token immediately, but the chase will continue, however. Obviously a lot used right there. Malphus is coming up in 18 seconds, but not up just yet. Dark Lady still wants to get a catch here. Lodestone, he's unable to hit the stun. The face smash will hit, but Chronos just enough alive. 3 more seconds on the time leap. He should be able to get away. Yes, he will. Meanwhile, there's another skirmish over here, by the way. Dark Lady, she will end up falling, actually. Hellbringer doing enough damage with Prophet to get the kill, and now Ophelia's in trouble. Hellbringer doesn't even need Malphus, apparently. Do not underestimate his damage potential. They take out Ophelia. Prophet does get sniped by a Luna, but, well, I think Sync definitely comes out on top in the end of it.
Yeah, for sure. They, towards the end of that, it was just Magnus stunned through, and Dark Lady kind of got caught in the stun, so that's why he ended up dying there. But yeah, the whole fight in general was really well played by Sync. They kind of just kited backwards until they got that Chronosphere ulti off, and Dark Lady charged right into it, which was a big misplay.
20 minutes into this game right now. That's obviously a huge lead. Boost of momentum here for Sync coming out. Another 1,000 gold saved up on Chronos, meanwhile. He forced the bottom lane, and that Thunderclaw into the Firebrand. Now it really isn't a look at the holes items. Jeez. Alchemist spawns on help. I mean, it's Zibbe. No one's surprised.
Huh.
He likes this.
Well, it's enough to stop the Ophelia, so I guess why not?
Yeah, it's that. Parasite's the usual suspect, but Ophelia is possible too. I remember when they made that change, actually. I was wondering if that was going to have a high impact, and we didn't still see it a whole lot, but if ever, really. But Zibbe does like it here. As well as just some nice added farm, I guess, is the benefit there.
Yeah, we'll have to see what Dark Lady goes, because now Dark Lady's died basically twice in a row here. So he's going to need to start, well, not really twice in a row, kind of sort of in a way, but not really. But he needs to get an item. He needs to stop trying to fight with them. He's kind of their only carry, and he needs to start playing like that. Start playing a little more defensive.
Look at the build of Serenia, too, by the way. Interesting Prophet build. He actually only left the one in Persecution, and then he maxed out the other 2.
Okay. I think that's a very good skill build for this game because of how much AoE presence they have with the Hellbringer, the Magnus. They have a lot of AoE presence, so the Q with the ulti is going to do a lot of damage, and then the heal is just I think it's one of the strongest heals in the game. So always okay with that being maxed.
Well, so yeah, there really is a potential for a lot of amp damage here between Hellbringer and Prophet. You got, of course, a Debilitate, but then Hellbringer does provide the minus magic armor with the Evil Presence. if he so chooses to use that. So, that could really set up for an enormous eruption on top of Hellbringer doing plenty of damage from it.
It's going to be a big wombo combo. Hellborn needs a lot of BKBs. They need,
Yep.
they definitely need one on Midas, definitely need one on Dark Lady, and if Lodestone can somehow get one, even though it's kind of, you don't think of Lodestone getting one, it might not be terrible this game, but he probably won't get one. He'll probably go for like the standard. It looks like he's going to go Tablet right now, or even Void.
Okay. Is that level 3? Yes, it is. Level 3 puzzle box here in War Beast. Yep.
Lap's doing a great job of farming. Standing really far ahead.
Tablet.
Okay. Alright. So that's good. Still good.
I like barbed armor on it, man.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, a lot of the time you ulti and then everyone just focuses you instantly, but, at least for these, diamond players-ish, they kind of go, oh, well, there's the ulti, and if he has barb, they'll just stop looking at him for however long it's up, so, so it's kind of one of those items. It's like, yeah, it's good, but is it kind of core to go, second item?
I do get that, but at the same time, when there's uncontrollable damage, like the Hellbringer to an extent, like Prophet, like the Eruption from Magmus, there are abilities that, they can't control it, so.
Yeah, that's true. So it could still, you could see him still go it. I don't, he probably will. It's still like a really good item on Lodestone, don't get me wrong, so I think he will end up going it. I just don't know if it's like second item worthy. But, maybe this game it might have, just thinking about it like that.
Well, yeah, later on it could definitely prove to be actually pretty big, so we'll see. Lodestone does look to get that, but hey, Tablet's a good item too. So, bottom lane, speaking of that Hellbringer, he's hanging around here. Almost like he wants to maybe go for a solo kill, but Luna's not going to give that to him. However, Lodestone, look at this. He's like, I think I hear something. Never mind.
It would have been great if he threw his drill over there and just saw him.
Yeah, just randomly spotted him. But not the case. Hellbringer does have a double damage rune, actually. So, he's really being patient with this. I really don't think he's going to get it in the end.
No, I don't think anyone's going to push out there, but... Oh, now they definitely know not to push out there.
Yeah. Well played there.
Kind of curious to see what Warbeast goes next. I'm assuming he'll just go the BK... Drunken Head. I'll stop eventually. It'll happen.
Top lane. Midas caught. No Chronos Field initially. He delayed it and actually pops a Geometer's Man, which he just got there. Look, got all the TPs, though, from Complexity, so a little bit of a victory there, I guess you could say.
And now you're going to see what the puzzle right now. Is Warbeast? Ulti. Okay, Warbeast is ulti.
They're so fast.
I was wondering why the illusions were running so fast.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
God, it's like the minions, the puzzle box, Luna's like, get them away from me.
They all run so fast, even the illusions. It's so annoying.
That's an easy tower kill, at least. That's well played by Sync.
Force them all back with that.
That alone is a good reason to have the puzzle box here. Scare them off like that. So that's where a hero that's where a support like a Voodoo Jester might have been a decent option. But, again, kind of a hindsight deal.
Yeah.
Tower, this is going to fall as well, the secondary.
Complexity's kind of doing what they need to do. They know they can't fight into this right now, and they need a couple big items on the Dark Lady. Assuming that's going to be a Shrunken, so that might be an item they decide they might be able to fight with. And then Midas needs, the obvious Sheep Stick or whatever he chooses to go second. And for Sync, they just need to keep pushing. Sync's just, there's one more outer tower. They should definitely group up and try to get that as soon as they can. Which I think they might just go do right now. Which I think is definitely the right decision.
Yeah. Got Dark Lady falling back here. Not going to be vulnerable. Still so close to that Shrunken Head. Wants to be able to get that at least before anything crazy happens. Midas spotted by the Hellhound here. Zapta especially, very good at just scouting out constantly information. And hell, he has a puzzle box now on top of that to help with it. Look at that. That's the ultimate counter-warding tool, man. It's not vulnerable to, killing a hero yet. It'll be able to just move around and counter-ward very effectively right here. While farming in the jungle, too, so comfortable strategy being accomplished.
He just ulti again? Oh, he saw Luna. Ouch. That hurt.
Yeah. Feel the pain for love there.
That's the power of Warbeast right there, though, with the puzzle box. Well, you just keep dodging on the Complexity side. You need to just stay away from them. They just finish his Shrunken. Yeah. So they still need to dodge. I think he saw this Hellbringer TP, and I hope he did. Yeah, I definitely see it now. Okay. Actually, Hellbringer needs to be careful.
Hellbringer at the bottom, yeah. Guess with Dark Lady, she could. Yeah, she could probably kill him, yeah.
As long as there's no support.
Yeah, it is near a tower, yeah. It would be a really risky dive here.
Yeah.
Dark Lady.
Looks like Zibe might go straight for a refresher. Or Cresto Stone.
I mean, he does have the Alk phones to help get there.
That's true. And that would definitely not be a bad idea. It's definitely a strong utility item on that hero. So if he does manage to get that before the next big fight, which he's still pretty far off, but if he does, then Prophet just finished an Astrolabe as well. So their support has Steam Boots and Astro, and that's about as much as you can ask for your support at 27 minutes.
Yeah. Now, Hellbringer still has 2 charges on the Akbons. I bet because you've been paying attention to that a little bit. He's been sitting on the 2 charges for a while here. So he's not really using it for the farm in that sense.
I really want to use it for the Ophelia creeps in the middle of team fights. Yeah.
Does he gets like the gold from that, right? For killing the Ophelia creeps and everything? Okay.
Yeah, and the experience, but that really doesn't matter as much. But yeah, he gets the full gold, the ×3.
Yeah.
And it stops Ophelia from being really able to do anything.
Makes sense. So yeah, he wants to just sit on the 2 then and have that for 2 of the 3 minions here of what you got. So we'll see. Comes into play. Again, that means he's not getting the investment of the farm in the meantime, though. Dark Lady, Glowstone, some Veiled Rod action. Trying to make a sneaky play here. You see Midas joins the party. But again, Sync just has these spider senses, man. It's a couple times now in this game where it feels like they could have been going into a pretty bad jump here of complexity, yet they don't do it. They just fall back and farm elsewhere. So good heads up on their part. You mentioned the Astrolabe just on Prophet too, so in case the teamfight breaks out, a huge item to have there. And Shrunken, I'm guessing, on Kronos.
Yeah. I think he has the hammer, if I remember correctly. I think he did buy the hammer.
Yeah,
he must 500 GPM, yeah. He should. So he's pretty close to finishing his Shrunken Head, and that's going to be a big sign for Sync to start doing something.
Kongor is up. Magnus, he got a Luna here.
No. There's not much you can do about 4 creeps hitting you.
Yeah.
Hasted.
And very fast. Yeah, it's ridiculous how strong these are. Yeah, again, Puzzle Box Warbeats, we really do not see a lot, but it is powerful.
This looks like more the calm down pause. Like, all right, guys, we're down. We need to just calm down. You know, we need to stop dying like this and stuff like that.
I mean, yeah, they definitely know themselves how important this is.
Or they were just lying and just randomly decided to pause for no reason for 2 seconds. And make me look stupid. Thanks a lot, Complexity.
Nice. All right, I did confirm, by the way, Fresh did win Game 2 as well. So Fresh did go 2-0, so again, they do have those 12 points, so that sets up all that we were talking about.
Oh, yeah, so this game's even more important at this point.
Yep. Dark Lady. She's trying to make a play here. Midas meanwhile catches 2. Lowstone with a follow-up. Prophet in trouble, but there's the Malphite. It's so good at turning. Out comes the shared fate from Prophet. Here's the Chronosphere. The Wombo combo's real here for the Legion team. Isn't going to be enough in the long run. Lodestone, Dark Lady pops her Shrunken Head. She's still good to go. So the Chronosfield not doing a whole lot right there in the end. Shatterstorm goes off. Not hitting anybody, I believe. Meanwhile, Mavericks in the back. Kronos goes back in. Ophelia's caught. And she's probably going to end up being killed here. Oh my god, she manages to somehow get away.
You need to get rid of those wolves. Oh.
Wow. Maybe, okay, yeah, she will go down, but now a further jump. They catch Kronos, but the rewind, it's proccing just enough here for him. The rewind procs finally will go down in the end.
Warbeast has no ulti here. They could probably man up if they wanted to keep going, but...
Well, 4 seconds,
that was
though.
And Fuzzy Sloth bought back. They maybe should have...
Magnus, he was trying to kill him? Oh, man, that would have been huge, but he comes up short. Now he might die as a result. They need this turn kill, because that was a very risky play from Magnus. One more auto attack. Oh, meanwhile, Lodestone goes down, but no, Magnus escapes with the Lava Surge. And now Midas, he's on the run, will get away. In the end, an insane fight between the two teams there. The buyback on Midas, definitely a big part of it here. Worth noting from it.
Yeah, it did give Dark Lady a lot of farm there, so that was the positive for the Hellborn team, but obviously using a buyback on Midas this early is really not what you want, but It is getting a little bit more farm for Dark Lady. Dark Lady is pretty far ahead of this Kronos at this point, so if they can find a way to lock down this War Beast early enough in a team fight, they might just be able to win just on the fact of Kronos isn't really doing the most damage right now.
Yeah. Warbeast, though, the brutalizer now. So where Kronos may be lacking, Warbeast is kind of picking up in that, to be fair. That's scary to see.
The problem with Ophelia right here is now he has to go, lost all of his creeps, you got to go find them all over again. So that's the problem with playing Ophelia when you're not really winning. It makes it a really hard game for you.
Yeah, it's a pain for sure, and that's just one of the many difficulties of an Ophelia. You know, the microwing alone is already one level that you have to worry about. But it's the constantly having to get the new creates depending on the spawning of them from the Han gods. You know, being able to not TP as effectively. Prophet, by the way, he is going to end up falling, but he bought enough time.
There is TPs coming in from Complexity.
Okay.
Okay, so it just ends up being one for nothing.
Yeah.
And they defend their Ancients, so if Dark Lady just can go walk over there and get them. Ooh, Shrunken was finished on the Kronos. So that is a big... It's good for the fact that, yeah, he won't die anymore, but he doesn't do the most damage in the world, so... I don't know if it's the biggest factor right now, but it will help at least later, if not now.
We got post-haste finish on Fuzzy Sloth, by the way, so more mobility for him across the map here. 1,700 gold saved up on Hellbringer. You mentioned the Resto Stone idea. You know what? He might have the sustain. No, he would have it on him if he had the sustainer.
Yeah.
He's only 310 gold. Okay, I thought he might have been a little more. So.
Yeah, it looks a lot more. Yeah, see, this is where the Midas is kind of starting to take over. He can farm a lot more effectively than a Hellbringer can, and the Hellbringer is really saving his Alkbones for Ophelia, so he's not even using them to farm.
Yeah, but at the same time, Hellbringer, he's got that one-button push.
That is true. That's all you need. That's all you need.
That's a big difference maker there. Look at the Conqueror Pit, man. So many wards around here that are being invested by both teams. Really trying to protect it and make sure that they're aware if the other team's doing it here. You see Magma's kind of leading the way in the middle lane. They're going to spot Lodestone, but he's a little too deep. Still, they'll push it out and try to push into the tower now. Right here, so.
Yeah, Midas did pick up post haste as well, so we can pretty much say, ooh. Okay, Dark Lady's going for the normal build, just going straight into the wing bow. Good decision. Pretty sure he'll be relatively unkillable with a wing bow. Not unkillable, but pretty hard to kill, because Kronos is far from a savage, and that's definitely going to be a BKB for Zlap.
Yeah.
Shrunken.
There you go.
We're getting there.
Honestly, I'm so used to hearing it myself from my co-casters that, I mean, I just say, yeah. I mean, it's, like I said, that's the one of, like, all of them. That's... Even just Han players, I've heard it so much by now that they should know.
Even they think that's what it is at this point.
Exactly. So, and feel free to obviously correct yourself, because that is for the better in the end.
Well, I should call it Shrunken, but
yeah.
Eventually it'll be stuck in my head, and I'll actually be able to call it Shrunken. But
right.
There's a Conqueror attempt going on by War Beast.
There is, and he's obviously good at that, especially with the puzzle box. He's holding on to it right now. Chrono's sleeping in. He's trying to make a play right there, scare them away apparently.
Yeah, they just did see Hellbringer TP back, so they might look to try to force something over here without Hellbringer. And Midas did actually get that base tower top lane to 750 HP, so...
Wow. That's good for him. And for complexity, of course, and that sheep stick is coming. Fuzzy Sloth knows how important that is to get here this game, so wants to get that ASAP. And the farm will continue. Again, the wing bow remaining to be in the works for Dark Lady. Savage Mace idea not coming anytime close. Even if Kronos decides to go for it next, he's still well off of it. So.
Yeah, definitely, and he needs to maybe look to get a maybe a wing bow himself. I don't know if going Savage is going to really help him. He's still relatively squishy if Dark Lady decides to hit him once or twice. So.
Magnus swinging a miss right there. Got the creeps, but did not catch the hero. Trying to stretch out, but complexity, of course, is making it very tough. on getting any kind of jumps here. But again, back to Kongor. So now you look at the Kongor pit. There is not the most vision here. A Luna power throw will spot it going on. I don't think they're going to be able to stop this, though.
No, and I don't think they should even try to stop it at this point. They really just need to finish items on most of their heroes. And I think, wow, and that's good. In terms of losing a Kongor, they did get a base tower out of it, so
yeah,
that's always going to help them. It'll definitely help them later in the game as well.
I believe Sheepstick, yep, just purchased there on Midas. So he actually does get it now. The tower kill helping with that. At the top lane, there's the Resto Stone, though. Some big items coming up here in this game.
Yeah, there was the Wingbow finished on Dark Lady, the Resto finished on Hellbringer, Tablet on a Luna, and Ophelia did finish a Storm Spirit, but I think that was a little while ago. And Magnus is dead.
Oh, wow.
And so is Prophet.
I think. A couple of kills here for Complexity. Now they're going to get Prophet as well. He even puts down the Shared Fate. Hoping to keep him close enough as the team support is coming in. They're going to go, and they're going to miss, though. He able to charging strikes at the perfect time. Cover of Darkness on the run. They need to save him right here. Do everything they can. Transmute comes out. Another charging strikes. Lodestone. He's now a little vulnerable. He's going to portal key, though, and they will keep him alive in the end there. That was close.
That was two BKB, or Truck Hit! Truck Hit! Truck Hit's used by them, so that was a good thing for Complexity. I think it's 9 and... Oh, okay, they're both at 9. They're both fresh shrunken, so even then, it's still good just to start using them.
Yeah.
And Dark Lady did live throughout all of that, and he's almost 600 GPM now.
Got that Wingbow delivered in the middle of that fight, too, so...
I would like to see them pick up an Abyssal somewhere on somebody. Either the Ophelia gets one, or even the Lodestone maybe, but I think they just need to get an Abyssal somewhere.
Now...
Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, speaking of items here, no Fireblade is of interest from time to time against a Malphus, especially now 2 of them.
Yeah.
Like,
if we do see it, it'll probably be like a random item from Fuzzy Sloth. Oh, top lane.
Might is kind of going in there, but doesn't catch anybody, so...
Oh, it really didn't happen. But yeah, I was going to say, just like maybe Fuzzy Sloth gets it as a random item. I don't see Dark Lady going in. It's not a big enough item for Dark Lady because of how fast he farms. So, yeah, maybe on Midas or something, or even if Ophelia can get enough farm. But yeah, it's definitely a good item against that Malphus.
If fight does break out up here again, both sides pretty strong, sure, but this Legion team, they're the one with the ultimate wombo combo here. You see Veldrock coming out from Midas. Looking for an opportunity here. The Ward Aside from Serenia, not going to spot him, of course. As a result of that. Top lane, Magnus jumps in. Quickly falls back. Who's Veldrock over here? Oh, it's Hellbringer, so he's also playing a little sneaky.
Yeah, with that Resto double ulti ready to go. I don't know if... I think they did see the Resto. I'm not 100% sure, though, but if they didn't...
Oh, they caught Midas. Midas is in the Storm Spirit. He needs to try to get away. He's going to do it, and yes, he will. The Chronos field missed. And actually, Chronos has taken some decent damage. He will be healed up, though. Answer 5. Here comes the full initiation. The Hellbringer can't get the Malphus off. He will go down before he does. The Shared Fate comes out. Lodestone thrown in the air with the Storm Spirit. Dark Lady still chasing everyone, though. Magnus Eruption. It is able to take out Lodestone, but at what cost here? Dark Lady coming back in. And they're going to finish off Magnus as well. The Void Talisman will keep it a little bit longer. Hat trick, though, for Formless. Man, a couple of Chronos fields here. I mean, the one at the top lane, and now this one. He's just happening to miss. Not helping their cause.
Yeah, definitely not. And now he is working for a Savage Mace. Yeah, it's going to help him hit the Dark Lady, but his, I don't know if that's the best item he could go. I think going a Wingbow himself would have been much more beneficial. He would kind of give him the same damage. He's not really going to be killing Dark Lady. They're trying to kill everything around Dark Lady anyways. So it just kind of seems like it would have been more sense just go for the Wingbow himself.
Here comes that counter push now from Complexity. Dark Lady leading the way with it. This should at least be the outer tower kill. Probably going to be it.
I'm a little surprised they didn't just go straight top and try to get some damage on the racks.
Oh, yeah, that's exposed. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they just wanted the tower gold, which is, not bad, but They could have just walked up there and at least forced a buyback out of Magnus or something.
Feels like for the first time, I want to say this game, but at least in a long time, though, they have a lead here. Now
Yeah,
3,600 gold. Experience practically identical still, but it shows you it's starting to swing now in their favor in the big picture. And, of course, that last fight has a lot to do with that here. Oof. Kronos nearby.
Ooh. They did see each other. Well, maybe they didn't actually. Huh. I don't think they did. Never mind.
Yeah. Well, they definitely see Dark Lady now down here, but, again, not going to be able to happen.
I'm curious to see what Dark Lady goes. He doesn't really need a Savage yet, so if he wanted to go for that Genjiro this game, this would be a good game to get it in. Oh, they're going to catch this Kronos. Oh.
Big jump. Does he have buyback? He doesn't. So
Yeah,
now,
they're going to get. I think they're going to go for this tier 2 bottom, even though I do think they should just go straight top and try to get that Rax, but it's definitely good for them to get this tower.
risky play by Hacks. Not the best vision down here, and obviously didn't really see anyone on the map, so easy for us to stay as spectators, I know, but you can argue he should not have got caught down there. And now the push is happening, especially when he didn't have a buyback knowing going into that. So he's down for 60 seconds here.
Whoa. I've actually never seen what Magma Stun looks like.
Oh, in the pause? Yeah, that is weird. He's like,
hey, he's like flying. I've never seen that before.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, but Ophelia's going to lose all of her creeps here, which is it's always a painful thing, but they might try to force base here, and that's definitely the right decision here. They should realize that Haxorn doesn't have a buyback because he did just buy that Slayer recently. So it looks like Legion will try to counter push mid, though, so it is the right call for them. They're not going to win a head-on fight right now, even if it is 4v4.
So did they say what the pause is for? Okay, no. Complexity pause, and no, we'll see.
Just for mercy.
Yeah, I mean, they are the ones in the lead here, so that would be.
They do have to be a little bit worried about the Warby still. He's still a pretty big factor in this game.
Yeah, I was going to update the other series of Fresh winning their match again to help with the visual here. Things are looking like, so yeah, they're at 12 points now. And again, Mystery Gang finished as well at 1-1-5 here. So again, this is what we're looking at. This is the final game here of the group stages.
Well, that's not good.
Pink had an emergency. Oh.
Slapped.
The trolls.
Oh,
yeah. It is one of those spots, again, on a Sunday especially. You can understand the Europeans that want to try to get things going. Obviously, this started already pretty late here. And a little frustrated with the time, I'm sure, but yeah. Complexity not purposely griefing here, I can tell you that. Hopefully everything's okay on that side of things. But yeah, again, looking at the visual here, this is where things stand right now, with this game still not finished here, and of course, you still have the series here to play. So again, at least one win will guarantee at least 1 point. So that'll, if Complexity does keep this victory here, what they have a decent lead now, that'll put them at 12 points currently, which would be tied with Fresh as well as 2-0. So again, now, and if they happen to then lose the second one, they'll be at that 12 points, and that means we'll have a three-way tie. Now, that's one thing I did not talk about, was how three-way ties and how they work. It comes down to the kills for the three teams as far as their involvement against one another. So, again, I don't think anyone's done the math on that yet and what that looks like, but that could then still mean that Complexity, or obviously one of those teams, would be coming up short. So, again, the 2-0, it goes back to that. They want to win 2-0 here as far as this series go, to absolutely guarantee. So having control. But with that logic, too, the only chance for 2-0 to advance on is they need Complexity to drop one of these games. Ideally, both of them, of course, in their sake. But if they drop one of these games, then they might have a chance. So
yeah,
there's that, too.
There's a lot going on just for this one series.
It's one series here, yeah. Okay, so they do fall back, though. Symbol finished on Dark Lady.
That's a big item at this point, and it might be to the point where I don't know if they can kill him anymore without perfect, a sheepstick on something on their team, and no one's really ready to get a sheepstick. Not even Hellbringer's so far off of it.
So got the symbol now, and gonna try to use that here coming up, I'm sure. Token, or Congra, that is. Again, wonder when he's going to be respawning here. Won't be too much longer before that takes place. You do see Lodestone is around the Legion Ancients, but not going to spot anything over there. 3,200 gold on his left, by the way. Wonder what he's going to be looking to buy. They already have a Soul's Bulwark? No, they don't actually, so... Yeah, Soul's Bulwark on him might not be a bad option here. Kind of help against Dark Lady's physical presence, as well as enhance your own, of course. So we'll see what he likes to get coming up next year. As far as his item.
Trying to see, they still haven't gotten Abyssal. Even though he did get a symbol, I think they do still need an Abyssal somewhere on their team. They're facing a lot of physical and
meanwhile, top lane, they got Hellbringer. Malphus was able to get off, though. That's a huge chance for a turn. Lodestone in trouble. He goes down. Mine is trying to run now. Eruption doing a little bit of damage there. He's on the outskirts, though. Got the distance, and he's able to portal key teleport. He's going to get away. Whew. Made it only one kill, but Hellbringer getting off the Malphus in the first place was pretty crazy. I thought they were going to stun lock into death right there. He just had a split second, though, to use it and at least take one with him.
At least get a trade there. And it's a pretty even trade in reality. They're kind of both doing the same thing for their team. They're kind of just an ulti at this point, so at least if they trade that there, it's not too bad. But now Fuzzy Sloth's getting the farm that we're used to him seeing, even though he had a little bit of trouble early game. He has a Frostfield play now on top of the Sheepstick. And that might cause some problems for Haxton, actually. He has, I think it's 7 or 8 seconds. Wow. Has he just not used his Shrunken in the last couple fights?
I don't know.
Because he had 9 at like 30 minutes top lane when they made a play up there. So, interesting to see there if he's actually not been using his BKB.
Yeah.
Shrunken! Shrunken!
Just got to yell at yourself every time.
I do. I'll have to start calling him when I play in TMM2. It'll help a lot.
Yeah. There's the Savage at least on Haxerin, but yeah, I don't know. I can't say for sure if he has been or not, but I mean, you do see right there kind of that synergy of Prophet when he puts the Invigorate on Kronos. It's pretty damn ridiculous how fast he attacks there. So, that idea of the synergy, and when he gets the Kronos field down, throw that Invigorate up, he'll drop somebody pretty quickly, especially now with the Savage Mace.
Yeah, definitely. And it looks like, I was about to say, Complexity was getting ready for this Congoy. They must have known it was spawning like any second, so they have got some pretty good wards up, pretty safe wards for this. But Serenia does have a good ward there that we'll see them go over there. This is an Invis Darkly that they did see him pick up the Invis, so. Lots of Veiled Rods.
They're going to stun them. You see they're running over because they think it's just a Luna, but now Dark Lady. Oh, she's in a prime spot. No, they're going to see her first! She's in trouble. Out comes everything being used. The one Malphus down as well. Dark Lady dropping. She is going to Sword Speed at the last second. Simple range. Can she get it off? No, she cannot. She dies. As she comes down, the Hellborn team now in a lot of trouble right here. They're going to lose Lodestone. Buyback immediately, by the way, on Dark Lady, but she's so far away. So her impact not being felt yet. Aluna's on the run, as is Ophelia. And by the time Dark Lady gets here, it's not really going to be anything. So that's an important buyback as well. The kill happening. He still has one left at least. Huge.
Yeah, that Rev Ward. That Rev Ward was the MVP there. Literally just saw Dark Lady right on top of them, and all their Veiled Rots popped the minute they saw Dark Lady on top of them. And kind of a, I don't want to say it was a misplay, but he should have expected that. They saw a ward over there, and you should know that Serenia is gonna have a ward, a Rev Ward or whatever he has, and they should have just kind of expected that.
Meanwhile, catch on the Luna. Still not ready, but they got the stun. The Dark Lady's committed right here. He jumped in by himself. Risky play here from Formless. Will it pay off? He's going at it with Haxerin. No, that's just the illusion. Never mind. Cover of Darkness comes out. And they actually just ran right there. So the Legion team playing it pretty scared, actually. As soon as Dark Lady jumped in. But, you know, they don't have their ultimates up. It's understandable. They thought there could have been a lot more there. So they decided to fall back.
Now that Dark Lady is pretty capped on items here, and Warbeast and Chrono still have room for items, so this could get a little scary for Complexity if they don't make a play or try to get this Congo or do something with the Dark Lady lead that they have.
Back-to-back, pretty solid games here as far as just the back and forth, unknowing of who's actually on top, who's going to win here. You see a 13,000 experience lead now in favor of Sync, actually, so that's something. But I guess, yeah, Dark Lady has been maxed here for a little bit, so a little bit of a curve there as a result of that, so makes sense. Mentioned the Soul's Bulwark on Warbeast, happens to get that here. Actually, what else is being delivered? Oh, wow, yeah, he has a full Demonic now even, so that's great for Sync. Pretty scary for Complexity. 3,000 more gold on Haxorin. He's got the Savage, so wonder what he's thinking about next. Maybe like the Wingbow himself, actually.
Ooh.
Option.
He's going to see...
Yeah, the Rev Ward.
Okay, so they did not see Dark Lady go into the pit here.
That's true.
And I think that's what they want. They want to be able to have Dark Lady try to soul this Kongor, but Love's making it kind of obvious.
Kronos, he catches two. Kronos field on a minus as well as a Luna. Storm Spirit on a one. Trying to stay alive. Malphus comes out. Dark Lady in the background, but Warbeast is beating on him. And Dark Lady's not really winning the battle right here. Brutalizer proc's going out as well. Kronos out in Half-Life. He's trying to run the similar range for Dark Lady, working back to full. Magnus Eruption. He is going to jump in. They jump Dark Lady. Look at him drop. Can he get survive? No, he cannot. Dark Lady will go down. No buybacks here. He does have one left, but not enough gold. And clean up here for Sync Esports. And now they go into the Kongor pit. Gonna steal the token of life as well. That was a really risky Kongor try, and it doesn't pay off for them. Sync steals it. And now token for Kronos.
Yeah, definitely. That was a really good fight by Sync. As soon as they saw that Dark Lady was in the Kongor pit, Haxman jumped way into the back and found the two core heroes. And when you take down Midas like that, that's not what you want to start a fight. So good job by Haxman to be able to get into the back line and be able to knock down Midas instantly, pretty much.
What do you do? I mean, buybacks, it's just Ophelia that's up. No one can buy back. So at least the one racks. I think they can take two. I mean, with Dark Lady staying dead for another 30 seconds here, this Hellborn team's not going to pick a fight without her.
Yeah, definitely not. They don't even have Midas here to counter push. So yeah, it's going to be 2 racks.
Red Stun's pretty good.
Well, that helps.
Still not enough. Now goes 2. And now Dark Lady is going to be coming up in 10 seconds, so Sync will fall back from here. But absolute insane damage done. And, you know, we had that pause coming out, where, so I'm going over these scenarios. Okay, they're looking good here as long as they hold on to this win, and before you know it, 10 minutes later, it's all Sync now. Kind of just shows you how quickly things can definitely change here. And again, I think a lot of it came down to just the team fight aspect here of Sync. It's a thing of beauty. And Prophet, I really think, is honestly doing a lot more than maybe we've even given credit for to an extent. It's hard to see as a caster in these fights and everything, but I'm sure that Shared Fate has been doing plenty. The amp damage of 20% more damage to all sources has no doubt been helping, and the Invigorate as well has been huge, I'm sure. So
definitely. It's just kind of hard to see. You know, the bird that's above their head is kind of really small, but I mean, it definitely is, along with the heal, making a big factor in these team fights.
Top lane, Midas going to get away before he gets caught up here. Wonder if this is another Resto Stone game for him at this rate. I mean, he's got the items for it again, so would make a lot of sense.
Ooh.
What's that?
Full out Sheepstick was just picked up by Magnus.
Magnus here, yeah.
Okay. That's a big item on their Magnus. Their Magnus is... That was a Suicide Magnus, wasn't it?
Masera playing? Yeah, it was actually.
Yeah.
It was up there.
He's got a lot of farm for being a Suicide Magnus. I'm pretty surprised, actually. But, I mean, he's doing what he needs to do, and now they're in a pretty good spot to win this game, especially with a Sheepstick on him.
Mm-hmm. Top lane. Keeping it going up here with the creep wave. See Veldrot onto Hellbringer. He's got that double ultimate ready to go. He also has bananas this time. So yeah, the Hellborn team, they definitely have been trying to maybe get the Hellbringer in these fights here before he can do something, but hasn't been able to. And now the push at the top lane. Again, the biggest difference between this top push and previous ones is that now the middle and bottom are completely gone, obviously, with the rack, so they're going to have to pay attention to the creep wave pushing in here. As you see them doing there.
A lot of this is going to come on Midas and who Midas can get. Like, if he can get a Magnus before he ultis in, that would be a crucial part, or even Chronos or something. But it's going to be pretty crucial on him. And if Sync can just... Oh, wow.
You know something's here. Midas gets away before, though.
Wow, okay.
That was
okay, well, that's all ruined now, so...
Yeah.
New plan of action here is hopefully they don't get jumped in their base and get 5-man Chronos Speed.
Dark Lady going down here. He doesn't have enough for a buyback currently. They do catch Chronos. Not enough damage, though.
Oh, he did rebuy his Shrunken Head on Dark Lady, that's why.
Yeah. So figures he wants the back to 10-second and full here, rather than having a buyback. So Sync taking their time, though, as they can. Again, they got the middle and the bottom, constantly pushing in. They're in no rush. They're in no danger in their base, so they'll just keep doing this for all they're concerned. In fact, Haction, though, he's tired. He wants to go in. He just timely's in like crazy right there. Pops the Geos as soon as the silence comes out. Shrunken was used by Dark Lady, so that's big.
And now they still have that token for 30 seconds on Hack, and so either they stall it out or they force a fight now.
Now, Dark Lady, if a fight breaks out here shortly, like if they commit, like he should honestly just sell his Shrunken, so he has enough for a buyback. Because he has 2,300 gold.
Yeah, he might just be able to get it if they get like one kill or anything really.
True.
If Hax isn't too careful, he's gonna run out of his token here soon, and if Complexity picks up, oh.
There we go, Midas. There's the jump. Sheepstick comes out. The shared fate in the back and on top of the Chronos field. That's gonna be huge. Midas will fall. He has a buyback. Can he use it in time? Ophelia goes down. Dark Lady in the midst of it. No Shrunken though. Malphus coming down. Dark Lady will end up falling right here. Just could not move with the lack of Shrunken, and Sync just rolls over Complexity. They're going to take game number 1 here in this 2-game very important series. I mean, I guess it's not over just yet. He does buy back on Dark Lady, but that would be insane if they come back from this one. The rewind proc's coming out for Chronos. He finally goes down. It took a damn while, though. So they may actually hold here in terms of final push, but it's just going to be too much. We're going to see Mega Creeps here as the Reigns Racks will go down. And again, Complexity most likely now going to be falling short here in game number 1. So they're not going to concede just yet. Going to give it a chance. Oh, Dark Lady, though, she got caught. And she will fall, and she ain't coming back this time now. So yeah, GGs are officially being called here. Whew, another long epic game. In fact, they go to conceive of the Shrine even gets destroyed.
Definitely. Was a good game. Complexity really did need to win that, but Sync played very well. Got to give credit where it's due. And Zlap didn't even die that game.
Wow, really? 5-0-19, holy crap.
Not die once that game. That's insane.
All right. So, we're going to go on a short break here, but again, this is so until now how things stand down to the final game. These standings, I mean, this is official because they didn't get any points. I mean, obviously Sync would have one more point now, but still, that doesn't really matter. They were able to qualify. So, simply put, I mean, Complexity